All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. And today, we fly planes more. Super planes, specifically. I kind of forgot until just now that we at the end of last stream, which leaves us with only a very specific couple of planes left to buy. But it should be a good time. Really, it's just today's gonna be getting the hard mode medal. That's the big ticket item of the day. Whatever planes I get while doing that, you know, that's cool. That's cool. But that's not the goal. Oh my god, I forgot the bracket. Hold on. Wait. Oh no, today's a... Oh no, okay, hold on. I forgot the bracket. This is a big one. People are not going to be happy with this one. Well, I think most people won't care. But I think that there is a certain more hardcore side of the audience for sure that will not like this one. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, you ready? There we go. It took a fucking minute to get it to actually go through. That's the matchup today. People aren't going to be happy with this. Some people. Most people I think won't be too bothered. But some people won't like seeing 3 go, for sure. I enjoy 7 more as a game. Me too. I think 7 just feels smoother. Like, overall, you know? Not literally just... I don't even mean just the gameplay. I mean, like, the whole product just feels smoother to me. Sorry, my throat's really dry. I don't know why. I didn't notice until just now. But like very dry. Okay. We've got 9, right? Yeah. 9 S ranks to go to get the hard mode medal done. AC7 is top 4, Ace Combat Games top 3. I would say top 2. I would say it's a top 2. It's just good.
We discovered that the unidentified laser weapon is a long-range offensive weapon, codenamed Excalibur. We believe it to be a Belkan anti-aircraft.
Yeah, chat's been back on screen for a couple days. I figured it out. But now, since I updated so much while I was trying to fix it, because like I was already in there, so I played with it. I've been trying to like fine-tune the size of the messages and how long they stay on screen for. Those are the 2 things that are still kind of like question marks. Looks like stream might be a little choppy. Am I mistaken? I don't think I am. Look at that. Choppy. Choppy. Hold on. OBS needs a reboot, of course. Give me a second. Okay. Are we better? Looks smoother. I try to just do a lot of motion really fast to see if it's gonna start jumping around. That looked good. The Wyvern is a nice plane. I like this plane. I honestly like the standard paint the most, I think. Oh, I don't have any specials for it yet. I can make it work. Only the story's really up for criticism. That's a lot of Ace Combat games, though. I would say. The story is super hit or miss. Like across the whole series. If you've only ever played like the big ones, then you've probably only seen the better stories. Ace Combat stories are really hit or miss though. Like 3 is really good story-wise. 5 is good story-wise. 4 is good story-wise. 0 is a... I feel bad for 0 because I feel like 0 had some of the best story ideas, but because of just the smaller scale of the project, they weren't able to like really run wild with them. The potential wasn't quite met with a lot of 0's ideas, but 0's on the higher end at the very least, which is saying a lot, all things considered. 6 is rough. 6 is just... The handheld games are rough. Like the X and X2. Neither of those have a great story. What am I? Oh yeah, Assault Horizon. There's so much of the content. See, that was a long time ago. Now I've played like 8 more times with subtitles. I still think it's okay. A lot of lost potential on this story. I would say the same thing about 7, honestly. 7 had good ideas, but it just came out weird. I'm missing one. What am I missing? I mean, I skipped the first 2 because... Am I missing one? No. Unless, like, Advance. But no, that's pretty much it. Six might be the worst. I think... No. The worst is either X2 or Assault Horizon. Definitely. Cross Rumble? They didn't do many story additions to Cross Rumble, did they? Like compared to 2? At least I don't remember it really being super fleshed out. I know they added like some new aces and stuff. And they just kind of explained context better. But I still don't really remember much story-wise from, what's it? Cross Rumble. Wait, the Wyvern is in Astrobot? They did add things. Yeah, I mostly remember it being like they just kind of explained things better from the original 2. And then like the Ace squads were... Oh, and the Zoe thing. They actually explained what the Zoes were. The Wyvern is in Astrobot. What? That's so... Like, I just wouldn't have expected Sony to be sitting there and be like, okay, what are, like, our biggest, most recognizable things to put in here? I wouldn't have expected Ace Combat, especially nowadays, to get thrown in there. But sweet. But cool. I'll take it. I really wouldn't have expected that. I'm also kind of surprised that I didn't hear about that until just now. I like the default paint job on this thing, man. It's just all... It's all it needs. with the PlayStation showcase. It could be. Because Sony and Bamco get along pretty well nowadays, right? It could be at the PlayStation thing. I expected it to be at Tokyo Game Show, just not specifically with Sony. Is Bandai doing their own thing or not? Are they there like with their own show, or would it be or sorry, how do I phrase this? Or are they gonna have to just throw their games into someone else's, in which case PlayStation would make a lot of sense? There we go. Wait, what? In Earth Defense Force 6, they speak the line, Earth Defense Force 9 starts now. I mean, I've always heard that they're wacky. And didn't they do like a collab with a bunch of VTubers in Earth Defense Force? I think I saw something about that, where they have like these big like decoy anime girls that you can throw down in the new one, apparently. Whenever I've seen Earth Defense Force, it's always looked wacky as fuck. It looks like something I would enjoy. Oh, State of Play is supposed to be all third-party stuff. How much do you think they have? Like for... Wait, you're telling me that their Tokyo Game Show thing is going to be all first-party? Or at least predominantly first-party? There's no way. I don't buy it. What does Sony have cooking that would be releasing anytime soon? With only 2 first-party games, they could. What if, hear me out, this could be a crazy idea. What if Days Gone 2? Oh yeah, I've heard a lot of whispering about Ghosts getting a sequel. I keep forgetting about that too. But I have been hearing about it. And then Days Gone, I only bring up Days Gone because they're remastering it right now, which is weird to me. No, I don't think they'll ever do Killzone. At least not ever, but I don't think they'll be doing it anytime soon. Horizon makes too much money. And Killzone just didn't. The story in 6 is Marathon with 900% more glue sniffing. That sounds like I would get into it. How much did Days Gone 1 sell? It didn't sell very well on PS4, but it sold really well on PC. When it came over to Steam, it sold really well. But back in like 2019, it didn't sell very well.
Head Operations has recognized you as an indispensable component in this war and expresses their utmost gratitude and respect.
Classy S rank, of course. That's just how we do it. Oh, I need to go look at if I can buy special weapons. I need those. Dude, I don't know how Horizon has sold that many copies. Like, it's obviously a series that a lot of people enjoy, but like I've said this before too. I feel like the numbers behind Horizon makes no sense with just like the amount of people that I hear talking about Horizon. I feel like no one talks about those games like pretty much ever. I personally don't know like anyone who has finished one of them. I know a bunch of people who have bought either of them, but everyone that I know who bought one of them was like, yeah, it's very okay. I didn't finish it. I got bored of it. But then I see the sales numbers and I'm like, what the fuck? Since when? Since when is this like this massive mega hit that everyone's playing? Because I don't get that like vibe at all. I feel like no one talks about these games. It's so weird. It feels like I'm being gaslit by the sales numbers because I see them and I'm like, this can't be true. It can't be. It makes no sense. These numbers don't make sense to me. But clearly it's selling well. They have that weird VR title. I wonder how that did. Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with the classy. That's all it needs. Qualms are gonna be huge on this thing. Now we've got a monster. The VR title. I'm really curious about the VR title sales because I know the PSVR 2. It was a VR 2 game, right? Or was it for the first VR headset? The first PlayStation one. I could be wrong, actually.
Incoming message from Allied Forces HQ. 40% of Allied air forces are already lost.
Never played them before. Fly plane. Plane go burr. What? Why did the letter? Okay. Sold quite a bit recently after a price reduction, did it? I know that at least like prior to that, I didn't hear about that. It was not selling well. Which is probably why Sony hasn't been announcing many like projects for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Sony kind of ditches the whole VR thing after that. Unless the price reduction goes like a super long way. But I really wouldn't be surprised if Sony kind of pulled out of that market. Contributed a bit. Wait, the VR 2 works on PC now? I didn't hear about this either. What? There are better PC headsets, definitely. Yeah, I'm sure that helps them just having a larger market, but yeah, people who are like genuine VR enthusiasts on PC will not be buying a PSVR for sure. What even is like, I feel like VR has just kind of been stagnant in general. I feel like there just hasn't really been much movement in that market really at all. Like it's not even just a Sony thing. I feel like everyone's kind of slowed down on VR. Oh, they made an adapter. Oh. So they're doing like the thing that they did with the Quest, where you can just like buy the extra cable to make it work on desktop. Does morality affect S rank? Nope. Like right now we're doing the night route. You can shoot every yellow target because in free mission it doesn't matter. Like it won't swing as long as you're just playing the mission variant. It doesn't matter at all. So like, yeah, we're doing the night variant of the mission right now, but I'm gonna shoot every yellow target because points. Points get S ranks. Couldn't make it not cost as much as the console. Yeah, the price was crazy. It's a pain in the butt to get the helmet. The cameras are kind of, well, it depends what you're doing. I think for full body tracking and stuff, you still need base stations, but base stations have kind of just been out of the picture for a bit now, right? My headset is not new at all. My headset is like 5 years old, and that thing just has cameras in the headset so that you don't need the base stations for it. And most headsets, like, as of the last few years, just work like that. But I think for full body, you still need base stations. I'm not 100% on how that works. I am far from a VR enthusiast. And the bot takes another. What is happening today? What is happening today? Oh, letter G. This bot is trying too hard to protect us. Hold on, I need to read that in a second. I clicked it on my phone, which is very small. Go! Beautiful. I love qualms, man. God forbid I ever do Ace Combat content. Like video content again. Outside of stream, because the amount of people even on stream who are like, why do you insist on saying special weapon names the way that you do? Could you imagine if I actually started doing like full videos and stuff again and started saying these things out loud? Get fucked, 7 haters. The 7 haters are a fairly small group, just very vocal. Because at first I was like, why is 7 such a controversial game? But just the more time that I've spent around, the more that I'm like, oh, it's just a really small group of people who really hate the game. Like, really hate it. Forgot the index cost literally $1,000. Yeah, the index is the big one that's like, if you're a super big VR enthusiast, the index, as far as I understand, is still like the go-to headset. It's just because of how high quality it is, because of all the tech that's in that thing, it's still the most expensive by a good bit as well. It's like the equivalent of building a PC that's like mine, right? Like a gaming PC like mine with the CPU, GPU setup. It's like that, but for VR headsets. I love 3 too much. A lot of people do like 3 a lot. I like 3's setting, and I like the branching story thing. But I think that 3's core gameplay, like, it's pretty good among that trilogy. Like, I would say it's in the middle. I think AC2 had better just raw gameplay than 3. But you get, like, PS2 Ace Combat and on, and I feel like Ace Combat 3 struggles when you compare it to that in terms of gameplay. Because Ace Combat just becomes so smooth after 3. 3's got some weird jankiness. And those missiles. Fuck those missiles. And also the true ending plot twist that I will never get over. I will never, ever get over Simon's motivations for doing what he did. Two is better. I do think 2 is the best PS1 Ace Combat for sure. And air combat has some things that I really like. Like, I talk a lot about how much I like the arcade style of it. But yeah, air combat's just the weak one, for sure, of that trilogy. Oh, God.
Where did you learn to fly like that, mercenary? Locked on. Damn the Phantom. I guess looks can be deceiving. I can't believe how quick they are.
Oh my God, I'm going too fast. I'm too hot. Oh, I thought he was gonna be low enough.
Radar lock. Missed.
Beautiful. Why they hate 7? Just a lot. It's weird. It's weird. I've heard a lot of different things from a lot of different people. I think in a lot of cases, and I'm not saying this is everyone, but I think a lot of people just didn't want to like 7. I think it's kind of one of those situations where some people just don't want to like it because it's like the new and popular one, right? My favorite was the one comment that I got. I read this when I got it like ages ago. But the one guy who was like, man, I would like Ace Combat 7 if it wasn't such woke garbage. And I was just like, what?
All targets within
Huh?
combat airspace are down.
Ace Combat 7?
Yo, buddy. You still alive?
Just didn't work so well. Yeah, they were going for something. Like, I see the vision. It just didn't feel good, in my opinion. What? I don't know. I don't know. That's why that comment stuck with me. Is it's just one of those games where I'm like, what are they even talking about?
According to our reports, the pilot in the F-4E that you engaged was an academy-trained ace. It won't be long now before we win this war.
Glorifying the military-industrial complex, nothing woker. I like woker as a word. Has like 2 female characters with their own agency. Oh, true. Women in my video games, am I right, chat?
The industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial.
I forgot about that.
Strategy and the heart of its war productions. The Allied forces have decided that all Belkan War production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war, and has requested our participation in this operation. The operation will primarily involve the bombing of ground facilities by the Allied forces.
How far would you go if an AI steals your woman?
Bombs and attack enemy facilities.
Whoa, wait.
Near total air supremacy over the target.
Hold on.
But don't let your guard down.
I didn't even like understand this specific facet of Ace Combat 3's story for a while, but the AI didn't steal the girlfriend. The like cutscene where he's in the computer and then the physical Dissian comes up behind her and starts like making out with her, and he's like, wait, that's not me. That's not me. You're seeing that cutscene from the perspective of like the duplicated Dissian personality. It's the real Dissian like kissing her after he woke up. You're just seeing it from the computer's perspective, and the computer thinks that it's him. I didn't get that until like way too late. Like honestly, way too late. I just kind of took the cutscene at face value, and I thought like, oh, that's fucked up. He didn't get put back in his body. I didn't get it until honestly maybe like a month ago ish.
Eliminate all ground and aerial threats. Let's move.
The princess and the mechanic girl? Yeah. Are there more than those two? I think there's a female pilot in Trigger's squadron, isn't there? Correct me if I'm wrong. So there's 3. How dare they? Yeah. Wait, who's Brownie? In AC2, that's true.
This is PJ. Something strange is going on down there. The number of burning areas just suddenly increased. Informal units. This is an order from Operation HQ.
Okay, there we go. Man, I might have to start using the thumbstick targeting thing. This whole triangle to swap targets thing gets frustrating here and there. Ace Combat 2 is so woke. There's one that's killed in Mission 3. Is there? It's been... Has it really been that long? Now has profile pictures. Yeah, that's my terrible idea. It's staying for the meantime, but... It's one that, like, as soon as I started using it on stream, I'm like, oh, this is a bad idea, isn't it? Anyway. It looks fancy. It wasn't that hard to code in, to be honest. It really, like, it's not the most heartbreaking thing to get rid of because it was kind of easy to throw in there, but... I thought I heard a beep while I looked away. It's called Ace Com. Oh my god. You're right. It always has been. The combat is asexual. You're right. It's always been woke trash. There we go. Appreciate it, Brandon. Oh, don't you cross me up. Don't you think you can slip by me like that? Oh wait, there's one right on me. Oh my god, there's like 4 right on me. Holy shit. How'd I miss these guys? And we're jammed. That's fun while fighting stealth planes. Oops. Probably don't need the quams for this one. Oop. I don't know the reason. What do you mean? You must know the reason. Where's this guy going? Man, I feel lost without my radar. I was trying to figure out even just like what way he was facing, and it was a struggle. Where this jammer plane might need to go down. This mission is, it's time-based instead of score-based though for the rank. There's the jammer. Check this out. We loop the loop. Good night. You guys, a lot of you probably won't remember. But way back, either of you were there or if you ever watched the VODs for some reason, way back when I started doing these on stream, chat was trying to teach me the Immelman maneuver while I was playing air combat, and it was kind of a disaster because air combat doesn't control that well, and I also did not understand how to fly at that point, so it was something. We got there eventually, though, clearly. I can do Immelmans now.
Was sadness for the world. That's why
Can't wait for Ace Combat 7 DLC. I honestly just kind of can't wait to play 7 again. But there's a lot of Ace Combat games that I'm excited to play again. Like, after 0. I'm excited to play 6 again as well. I'm really, weirdly excited to stream through Assault Horizon. I honestly think the streams of Assault Horizon are going to be really fun. I think those are going to be a good time. Okay, we got 6 more. You should be excited to replay X. I'm kind of excited for the PSP games. Aside from the choppiness from just the frame rate, I am excited other than that.
Although fleeing, the Belkan army continues to fight back and are using the
They do it at the end of Star Wars Episode 5.
to prevent our army from reaching northern Belka.
At the end?
For this
Oh.
mission, we would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka munitions
The most
factory is
replayable
located in
and
Cipher,
hardest.
which means the remaining troops, although few in
We'll see.
number, are
We'll
well
see.
outfitted. Head to the designated
Hold on.
operations rendezvous location, point 203.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna turn off my display capture because I want to open something, and it might open on my main monitor. This is literally just for my sake. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. I got what I wanted. When they turn back to save Luke, I don't, like, for some reason I can't picture them doing it. Well, guess I need to rewatch Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back again. Oh well. I guess I'll have to rewatch The Empire Strikes Back.
DJ, don't even think about talking to your girl over the radio. I wouldn't do that during a job.
It's 3. The resolution bugs out and gets stuck at the corner of the screen. If you ever have upscaling issues on PCSX2, software mode works real good. PCSX2's software mode is really good. But
This is PJ from Galm Team. Galm 2, is there a problem with your craft?
you don't get any of the fancy stuff.
Emergency transmission from Allied HQ. A Belkan bomber squadron equipped with nuclear weapons has taken off route to you. What? Enemy bombers are approaching this airspace. Galm Team, Grub Team, head to
What? Is that actually true? From an old nautical term where it was a pit where Cox the animal fought to the death. So the term cockpit comes from cockfighting.
We can't let them use those nukes. Do whatever it takes to stop them. Prepare to engage enemy. 5 miles remaining.
Source Wikipedia. Well, shit. If Wikipedia said it,
Enemy fighters with nukes.
it has to be true.
This is Eagle Eye to Galm 1. Don't hold back this time. Shoot them all.
In all seriousness, Wikipedia has gotten a lot better. Like, a lot of people here are probably about my age, if not a little older. You guys remember when, like, in school, your teachers would just straight up, like, if you ever used Wikipedia as a source on, like, a paper or something, your teachers just wouldn't count it because Wikipedia was so unreliable back in the day? Oh god. Still does that? Really? I know, like, near the end of me being in high school and definitely in college, most of my teachers were like, yeah, they actually like verify sources well now, so it's a perfectly fine source now. Yeah, it can still be a little unreliable for sure, but they do a much better job of verifying stuff than they used to. They used to really just take whatever. I haven't seen the Wikipedia thing since like 2015. Yeah. I remember there was a time where it was like, yes, you cannot use Wikipedia. But then like near the end of me being in school, it was like, no, they're fine now. They're way better now.
Don't worry about that now. Just concentrate on shooting down those bombers.
Do a little wiggling for good luck.
Take them out while they're still confused.
Camera, please. Come here.
Until we reach the destination point.
Oh, come on. When I was in school, teachers still warned about using Wikipedia. Yeah, it was only like near the very end, because I was only in college for 2 years. So I would say for only like the last 3 years or so of me being in school, most teachers were like, yeah, it's chill. Like 1 or 2, I think, still were just like, nope, I don't like it. Or most admins aren't qualified. That's true. The more niche it is, the worse it's going to be. But if you were doing like, I don't know, like a paper on some major like historical event, you're probably chill. Oh, that was locked on. Thank God. Oh, but the missiles don't go that far. Shit.
Something strange is happening. The bombers are withdrawing.
Oh God. Not the slow motion. Ooh. Come here. I'm gonna get ya. Bad shot. Okay. There we go. Getting pregnant and leaving. I've never even really thought about that until now, but I really did have so many teachers throughout school that would go on maternity leave for like almost the entire year. I never really thought about it much until now, to be honest. But I had like a lot. I feel like I had like 1 a year, at least, where I like maybe had the actual like assigned teacher like in the system, like the main teacher for like a month, but then she would have a kid and be out for like the rest of the semester on maternity leave, and we'd have a sub the entire time, which could be super hit or miss. You know, substitute teachers, they're either like the most chill people ever, or they're the absolute worst. And you never knew what you were gonna get. Look, chat. Pixie's actually shooting at me this time. It took me a second to even register it was happening. But he is. For once, I didn't fly off so far that he's not shooting at me. If you haven't been here for this, Some people in chat have been like questioning their sanity with the pixie thing where he's like supposed to shoot at you here. Because I normally, during this bit, just like hold down the afterburners and fly in one direction or just kind of fly around at random while I wait for these guys to show up. So I always get so far away from Pixie that he doesn't end up shooting at me at all. And people in chat have been like, wait, he does shoot at you here, right? Where is he? Oh, that was a normal, I thought I was shooting qualms, to be honest. My AP psychology teacher was a soccer coach. What? Teacher vanished a couple months in. We just had a carousel of supply teachers. Yeah. He does shoot, but he doesn't try very hard. No, if you fly off, he's gone. He's never coming back. Oh. Ah! Oh my god. I was gonna say, I'm flying towards the ground, aren't I? I'm glad I caught myself that time. I kind of lost track with all the spinning. Oh, come on. That lock-on was bullshit. I know I was flying upside down, but I've gotten lock-ons way faster doing that. I do the upside down shot all the time. Despite what a lot of people say, it normally works pretty well. God. If YouTube held it. Oh, it might have. Turtle Arc, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Come on. There we go. That's one. Is this the last one? I thought there were two more. Hello? Where did that other one go? The fuck? Did I shoot it down? Am I crazy? Did I shoot it down? I must have. You see that lock on. Upside down, doesn't matter. It works. Oh, I did blow it up. Okay, I just instantly forgot and still thought it was there. I guess.
We were unable to confirm if the enemy squadron you engaged was equipped with nuclear
Bro, I remember.
We don't know all the details.
I've talked before about how I learned absolutely nothing in Spanish class in like middle and high school.
We will continue our search efforts.
And
but at this point, there's
Spanish 2 in high school. Yes, I took it in middle school and high school was in Spanish 2 my sophomore year of high school. That's how little I learned. Yeah, my Spanish 2 teacher in high school. Oh no. Thank you for the member, AC. Oh, the bug. Hold on. I forgot to put in the Jess code. Hold on. I need to fix the chat box a little bit. Because hold on. Oops. Ignore that. Oh, it's that hotkey. Aha! Wait. Maybe not. Hold on. Hold on. Give it a second. Did I break it even more? I made it worse. I did make it worse. Oh no. Okay. It works. It works. Never mind. Is the fade out time just that bad? Did the fade out time just get like insanely long? It wasn't this long just a few minutes ago, was it? It hasn't been this long the whole stream, has it? It's gotten way longer. Hold on. Oh, I see why. I think it's pulling the time value. Hold on. From there? Let's see. Oh. That looks more like what it was just a second ago, right? Or is that too fast now? Hold on, what value was I using? Up here. That should be about the same as it just was. Right? Or is it faster again now? It seems faster. The concept of time itself got broken. This is so weird. Okay. I can see what's happening at the very least. I'm not like confused by it.
Numerous divisions of the Belkan army refuse to accept the change in government and are disobeying.
I changed it again. That's what you're seeing. Is about right?
Clear out the remaining Belkan troops, and if the reports are accurate, there are still plenty of them.
Yeah, that seems about right now. Someone say something.
Located in Ocean territory has been arranged for your refueling. If your tank is low, go there and they'll help you.
Someone give me something. Anything.
To compensate for the losses.
Some nice spaghetti. Hey, I'm not cooking spaghetti. And also, excuse you, that was moderator of the channel Jess's code that I just inserted back in there. Because she fixed something for me ages ago that I inserted into like OBS directly without ever adding it to my document that has the full script just on its own for editing. This is Jess's code. That seems about right. Yeah, that seems about right. I think we're all good. Jess got the code working for like super chats and members and all that fading off properly. So I forgot to put that back in when I redid the chat box, and I didn't notice it until just now. Because I had this bug ages ago where they would just stay on screen. Unless they just got pushed far enough up. They would just stay there. But Jess eventually figured out how to fix it, because Jess also can write CSS, and she figured it out for me. Because my CSS is actually terrible. I can program, I can code, my CSS is bad. I'm not very, just lack of experience with it, really. You put me in like a C language. You put me in like a JavaScript, a Python, I got it. But stuff like HTML and CSS, I'm not very good with. Oh, you know what I'm real good with? Unreal Engine blueprints. The shockingly good visual scripting language. Like the only one that I'm willing to use because it's actually just good. Give me CSS? No, I don't like CSS. I also don't need to use it for anything ever, aside from like the alert box and chat box stuff for stream. That's like the only time I ever have to do anything with it. I never formally learned it. I kind of just learned what I need to know for doing stream stuff. It's a good thing False isn't here, because this is where she would be like, see, Cole, not everyone has the time to just learn all these things for content. And I'm like, you got time. You just gotta make time. You gotta squeeze it in. You gotta make it work. Oh God. Boosh boosh. Oh God. I almost got shot down.
Galm 1, box 2. Locked on. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
So this is the most, not the most. This is one of the most boring missions in Zero. Anyone got something to yap about, perchance? Anything crazy that's gone on that I haven't talked about at all? Oh, actually, I got something crazy. I've beaten the Elden Ring DLC, officially. Final boss only took like 5 hours. So easy, easiest boss fight of my life. Never played a game so easy. Actual baby game, if you ask me. That's, oh, that's gonna hit me. Okay. There was a second one that was scary. There we go. So finally, like as fun as Elden Ring DLC was, no, on stream. New patch for AC6. There's really nothing to talk about with the new AC6 patch, to be honest. It's just a balance patch. Does not compare to Vulcan Raven Day. Vulcan Raven, dude, doing the big boss run and needing to, just like the situation that we had gotten into with Vulcan Raven on the big boss run of Metal Gear Solid was so bad. Like, I could not have possibly had a worse go of that fight. That was terrible. Took you 2 whole streams to beat him, baby. Easiest game I've ever played in my life. The easiest. The easiest game. Maybe one of the easiest ever made, I would say. Quite possibly. You know what game no one has ever said is hard? Elden Ring. Never heard it. It's because it's so easy, no one would say it. That's what I think. Oh God. Meta is back in favor of lightweights. People, like big PvP people, at least like a couple days ago, were telling me that the meta didn't really change much because of the update. But was that just like they called it too early? Because I was hearing that like the meta didn't really shift much. Fuck off. Cristiano Ronaldo is not going to be a fighter in the next Fatal Fury. Tell me you're lying. That can't be true. You're full of it. Early call thing. So it did shift. It's real? It can't be. Wait a second, doesn't Terry come out in like a couple days? There is a trailer. Oh my God. What? Bro, forget Shaq Fu. We got Ronaldo Fury. Are you serious? Like, I want to pull it up, but I'm afraid for, what's it? Copyright. It would not surprise me in the slightest if he is using like a licensed song as his theme or something.
The transport planes are preparing to leave the area. What's going on here?
But, like, dead serious? Ronaldo in Fatal Fury? Terry's coming out, good for him. Yeah, isn't Terry coming to Street Fighter 6 in, like, a couple days?
Missile launched.
He may not be a fighter? Damn!
Shack on the target.
What do you mean?
We've destroyed the hangar.
Don't let them off the ground. Never let them off the ground. This Tuesday.
Number 2 is already out. We've left the rest of the
Wait, so today is Sunday. Yeah, 2 days. I had to think for a second.
target destroyed.
Oh, but no gameplay. Weird.
Guarantee that the operation is carried out successfully.
Weird.
Take course to the point of
Are we back to Tekken talk? Not yet. We could be. Heihachi is supposedly, or not supposedly, they have the trailer scheduled. He's getting a trailer in a few days
warning. The enemy's locked onto you.
for Tekken 8, like an actual gameplay trailer. Obviously, they already revealed him. But like, we're gonna see a couple minutes of Heihachi gameplay in a couple days. And get the release date along with that, which will probably be like mid to late October.
Bandit shut down.
Because, you know, mid to late October, not, or just October in general, not packed enough. Obviously, it's not like dude, I had to pre-order more games last night because I realized that there were a couple I forgot. Well, actually, one of them I didn't forget. I was waiting to figure out what my buddies were planning on in regards to like what version of the game they wanted to get. But I finally pre-ordered my Sparking Zero last night, deluxe edition. So, ouch, my bank account. And Silent Hill 2. So I'm ready. I'm waiting. Got all these games just sitting in the library, ready to go for launch day.
Warning. The enemy's tracking you on radar.
Yeah, Heihachi trailer is soon. And then we'll get like a confirmed release date, but he'll definitely be in October. At least just based off of the Tekken 8 like release schedule so far with characters, he'll be in October.
Locked onto you.
I'll reinstall when they announce Facom ROM. No, dude, no, you can't.
Not bad for
You can't. He's cool, but God, he's annoying. He's so not fun. At least in 7, they might dial him back. Tokyo Game Show should be this week. Yeah, I think so. If memory serves me right. It's the 20-something, I think. Yeah, 26th, so it starts on Thursday. How dare you give Konami your money?
The mission to clear
Look, guys, it's Silent Hill 2.
resistance was a success. As
Like,
to the intended purpose for
I'm gonna
using the
play it
giant
myself
hangar
on day
striving
one
rest assured the
and
intelligence
formulate an
sorted into the
opinion.
matter.
I'm hoping it's good. I'm not expecting that it will be. Is where I'm at with Silent Hill 2, but I'm gonna play it regardless. Probably not, but we can hope.
The Belkan army have pulled a
I think if
top.
AC8 is getting revealed this year, it will be at Tokyo Game Show.
Forces bombed the city
My
of
opinion.
where the cessation of hostilities treaty was signed, using a
I think if it's not at Tokyo Game Show, there's a very minimal chance that it could be at like the Game Awards. But I think if it's not at Tokyo Game Show, we're not getting a reveal until next year, would be my take on Ace Combat 8.
Tractor approaching our base. Scramble all planes. Quick, there's no time.
Is AC7 on Switch even out? It is. It is out on Switch. Also, hello, Just a Guy. Sorry, I'm yapping a lot. When is that Heihachi trailer, actually? Oh, that's on Tuesday morning. Okay. I had to go and, like, check. It's Tuesday morning. Bloodborne remaster ain't happening. Oh yeah, he did say if it's not happening, I'll gift him a sub. And yeah, I don't think it's happening either. So we'll see. I don't think it'll be there. Damn, I'm late. Yeah, it looked fine. Question mark. It looks fine, but the performance, the stability was not very good. The stability was not good. It was very, very choppy, very up and down. Which, like, I don't know why they didn't just turn down the visuals a little bit. Because, like, they turned them down a little bit, but I don't know why they didn't turn them down more to get, like, a more stable frame rate. Because, I don't know, I think having your game run at, like, medium settings, but have a smooth 60 is preferable to, like, running on high settings with crazy frame dips whenever big things happen, right? That's my opinion. And especially when it comes to the Switch, I don't know how realistic that even is anymore at this point. Because we saw how Tears of the Kingdom ran. I think my laptop with integrated graphics would run it better. It might, actually. How new is this laptop? Because it could. Genuinely. Silksong News is currently on day 1346. God, that's a statistic to throw out. Jesus Christ. The last time we got Silksong News was 1300. Well, I guess if you count the delay, that's not the case. The delay announcement. That was like what? Last June? Like 2023 June was the delay announcement. But really all that was just hey, it's delayed, it's not coming out this month. I need to lay down. Jesus Christ. To a company that refuses to give it to them. Well, they're getting a new system, like soon, 2025. Was supposed to come out this year, but it got delayed. Internally delayed. That's not like they announced it was coming out this year and then delayed it. Internally, they were aiming for holiday season release for 2024, but the software team delayed it to next year. And in game industry speak, when we're talking about consoles, the software team is not actually like the team making like the operating system or anything like that for the Switch 2. It's fancy investor speak, like the way that you phrase it to investors for they delayed the Switch 2 because some of their exclusive like launch titles weren't ready to go yet. One of their launch titles got delayed, so they delayed the system for it. We don't know what that was. We know what we do, and that's about it. We will get Silksong soon. Coping. It's Silksong. It can't be real, you guys. It can't be. I'm convinced it cannot be a real video game. There's no way. Does MGS Delta even have a release date? No. But they're still saying 2024, and they're still giving out new preview builds, like, as of a couple weeks ago, they just put out a new preview build and continued to say 2024. So, like, I don't know what the fuck is up with that. I don't know why they won't just put a release date on it, but they're standing by 2024 for Delta right now. Unless I missed a delay announcement or something. Last I heard, which was only like 2 weeks ago, they're still saying 2024. But yeah, it's almost October. So it's getting a little hard to believe them when they keep saying that. We'll see. Meanwhile, Giga Chad RGG Studios just announcing a brand new pirate game, like out of the blue, and being like, oh yeah, it comes in February, you guys. Yep, February. You know what? What if we did this? Yakuza of the Caribbean goes crazy hard. What pirate game? What's it called, chat? Isn't it called Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii? Isn't that the actual like name of the game? Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's called Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Is the actual title. Like, no bullshit. I think that's what it's called. Something like that. Hold on, let me pull it up. That is it, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. That is the name of the game. Yes. Yeah, okay, Like a Dragon. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Incredible. Just immaculate naming. We're getting a second moon. Oh, the second moon thing is... Man, I thought it was like, I saw those articles going around and I was like, holy shit, this is gonna be like the coolest thing to happen in my fucking life. And then I read the articles and it turned out to be like the lamest thing to happen in my life. It's just shitty clickbait. Because if you haven't actually read the whole thing about the second moon, it's like, yeah, there's an asteroid coming around. It's not gonna hit us. It's gonna float around in space near us. And it will probably not be visible unless you have like what's it? What's it called? You need like a high zoom telescope to even be able to see it, apparently. Is what they're saying. Like, you won't even be able to see it without like a high zoom telescope, whatever that's called. Yeah, I'm trying to there's a fancy word, because it's not even just a telescope. Like, you need a fancy one to be able to see it, apparently. Then it's gonna leave after like one orbit. Yeah. Like, it's getting so hyped up, but it's actually kind of the lamest thing ever. Like, the vast majority of people will never even be able to see it. It's that lame.
Confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belkan army. What's worse, we've discovered
I'm trying to read an article to like find the term that I'm looking for. Yeah, it's going to be in orbit for roughly 2 months. From estimated from September 29th to November 25th, so a little less than 2 months. Yeah. The mini moon will be too small to see with amateur telescopes or binoculars, but professional astronomers with stronger tools will be able to see it. Like, how lame is that? Why is everyone like acting like it's such a big deal? Why? All these articles, it really is just shitty clickbait. Like, they're hyping everyone up on this whole second moon thing, and then you read it and they're like, oh yeah, no one's gonna see it. Like, maybe, I don't know, a few thousand people on the planet will ever even be able to see it. You know how fucking lame that is? Maybe the real friends were the asteroids that temporarily orbited us along the way. What is the James Webb Telescope? Why did two people bring it up at like the same time? Is this specifically?
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete.
Oh my god.
I will now update you on the Ustio
What is this?
division's role in regaining
Can you buy this? Oh yeah, cost
Directus
10
is
billion
divided into
US
five
dollars.
forces centering on the River Criscari.
Okay.
Powerful weapon.
Okay. Hold on, let me pull it up on screen. I should have. I closed it already, but here. Here's a good picture of it. This thing. They're talking about this. Look, these are people. That's the telescope. Or that's just the top part of it. It's not even mounted on the big mount there. 10 billion US dollar telescope. You don't know James Webb Telescope? You know? I don't know space. We had another mini moon like 8 years ago, did we? Is it not even like really that special to begin with? I was so disappointed when I found out that the man, the Falcon is still more expensive than the Morgan. I thought it was the other way around. I thought the Morgan was going to be the last thing we got. This is not something on my stream radar. I just don't know the James Webb Telescope. Even more advanced, so it makes sense. I mean, from a gameplay standpoint, it's probably because of the fucking laser beam, right? Let's be real. They know what that thing is packing. They know. It was already in the last game. They're well aware.
And of course, Belka. They are believed to possess a massive arsenal of weapons. The coup forces are gathered at Mud, in northern Belka, where they've confiscated the Avalon Dam facility from the Belkan army.
Wait, the Morgan also has a laser?
Discovered that this facility houses an experimental
Why is my nose so itchy?
Unfortunately,
Trying to do that thing where you just squeeze it
to uncover this information due to the facility's
to get at the
location
itch that's like
in its waters.
up in there.
Proceed immediately to Avalon, destroy the
I tried to do it subtly a couple times. It's not working.
Note that B7R blocks your route from Valet Air Base to Mud. You will most likely encounter fierce resistance.
What difficulty? This is hard mode. The very end of it. We're getting the hard mode medal and starting on expert today.
Air or elsewhere when choosing which aircraft to pilot.
Or should we do...
This mission will succeed
Should
with
we...
the destruction of the V2 of the
Should we do
target
Ace
area
first?
base. Now go to
So that we can get the new hangar stuff?
Anything else is
And
unacceptable.
at least, like, have it, I guess? Because let's be real, the difficulty, like, increase from expert to ace really isn't even significant. Like, they're pretty much the same difficulty. So, like, new hangar stuff is minor. Yeah, but it's still more than, like, a medal in one specific sub-menu, you know? I don't know. Plus, ace mode, we already have so many of the S ranks because of doing the aces. When I was hunting down all the individual aces for how long that took, we were doing it on ace. So I already have the majority of the ace S ranks. Like, I have more S ranks on Ace than I don't right now. We have more than half of them already done on Ace. So, like, I don't know, maybe? Maybe?
I'll be back.
God, my nose. Oh, Falcon gets more laser uses. Then you have a proper run to finish. I don't know, it goes either way. I'm just trying to think, like, with the ace mode thing, like, we'll already have all the medals, and then we're gonna work for a reward that we'll see like once. Because I'm gonna open the menu, I'm gonna look at it and go, all right, that's cool, and then we're gonna move on. So it might be better to do ace first, just so that then at least we get to see the reward a little bit, like in a practical sense, I guess.
There's no time to change course. Eliminate enemy forces in the round table and break through it.
I can do that.
They have different ID signals in
Oh, it has a longer length for the laser too. Interesting.
The Demon Lord has captured the net.
Wizard.
This is Wizard 5, Roger. Let's begin.
As much as you can enjoy playing this for 5 quadrillion hours, I think we're at like 56 hours. Oh, but that includes my review, so probably like 52 hours for streaming. This game took like 4 or 5 hours only to play through. So like 51, 52 hours on stream probably.
These aren't friendly craft. They're coup d'etat forces.
Coup d'etat.
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago. Whatever their reasons, some pilots from Osea have joined the coup. You don't have time to...
Where's my lock on?
Hurry up and shoot them all down. What are you fighting for? This place.
S ranks. I'm fighting for S ranks.
The world war is being fought on a small...
Ha!
It's a discussion to decide the beginnings of a new era. Clashing greed is the cause of all conflict.
It's almost 170 hours. That sounds about right. That sounds about right. How much of that is just 5 and 0? Most of it, right?
Gun range. Warning! The enemy's locked onto you. Locked on. Bandits in gun range. Enemy aircraft down.
Probably half. I would think even more. 111 hours are just 5 and 0. Is that accurate? That could be, actually. That genuinely could be an accurate count.
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you.
Oh, come on.
Only 4?
How chill the Ace Combat streams are.
Mixed in with them.
You don't even know. I have a secret stream idea cooking for chill.
Reconfirming position.
You don't even know. It's not Minecraft. Before anyone says it, someone was gonna say it.
We will carry out the new creation of destruction through the power of...
I'm not ready for the Minecraft cycle to repeat yet. It hasn't been long enough since the last time. Oh god. Oh fuck. Minecraft cycle? Hey, you know the Minecraft cycle. You play it again and you're like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever, and that lasts for like a couple weeks or so. And then you never want to play it again for years. until eventually you just randomly get the urge, and then it's like the greatest thing ever again for like at least 2 weeks. You know, the Minecraft cycle. First AC5 stream was day 19. 7 months ago. Hold on. I can feel the gray hairs as we speak. Didn't have the attention span? Man. Like, there's something about Minecraft. There really is, but it's every year I get a Minecraft cycle for 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm like every 3-ish years. Sounds very similar to the Skyrim cycle. It pretty much is. Although I don't really get the Skyrim cycle personally.
I never expected their defense network to be so strong. An Allied Forces squadron.
Like, whenever I do go back to Skyrim, I'm like, yeah, this isn't that bad. This is pretty chill. I enjoy this, but I never get like super into it again. If I'm gonna get super into an Elder Scrolls game, I'm gonna go play Morrowind. Always. Always. SMP when? No. No.
I'll transmit the latest data we've received from the Allied forces.
I think the only thing that right now, like thinking about it right now, the only thing that I would get back on Minecraft for would be if I did it with False. That would be hilarious. False, who has basically never played Minecraft. I think she said she played it for like 3 hours or something like years ago, but she's pretty much never played it. So that could be hilarious. Minecraft is a great game to fuck with people on. It's a great trolling game, especially when those people don't know how Minecraft works. Downloading 500 mods, realizing the game crashes every 10 minutes, and uninstalling the game until next year. I'm pretty chill with mods on Skyrim. Morrowind. I think the last time I played Morrowind, I had like 80 some mods installed. So buggy and needing community fixing because Bethesda sucks at doing anything. Yeah, I've been hearing, not that we're like in, you know, we're so back territory yet, but I've been hearing whispers about Starfield's modding scene having really gotten a lot of cool shit done, and like that game with mods being pretty awesome right now. Like, I think that I've pretty much heard, like, it's not totally there, but like, given another couple years of just like modders doing their thing, Starfield will probably be really fun. But I don't know with Starfield. I think Starfield has some foundational things that will always make it hard for me to get into it. Like the loading screens. The loading screens in Starfield are so bad. I liked Starfield on launch more than most people. I didn't love it, but I was far from being like, this game is ass. I thought there were good things going on there, but God, those loading screens, man. Isn't getting many. I've seen some really cool stuff. It's apparently like it's been developing more slowly in terms of the modding scene than like a Fallout or an Elder Scrolls game. But I've seen a couple things going around that are like really fucking cool. Starfield also had great, at least from what I played, I don't know if I just got lucky and like stumbled into the best quest lines or what, because I never hear anyone else say this, but Starfield's quest lines were really good, at least from what I played. Like from my like 30 hours of playtime in it back at launch, which I know is not a lot for a Bethesda game. But the quest lines that I did were really good. Side quests, I barely touched the main quest at all. Because of course, Bethesda game. I think I did like the first 3 or 4 main quest like chapters, if you will, and then never went back, pretty much. They were not great. I might have just gotten lucky and stumbled into the good ones then. Because there were some real good ones when I played. Oh, hold on. This one is score-based. I gotta go and get those aces. This fight sucks. Skill issue, I think. Better than Pixie, I think. Mostly because of the third phase. I really don't mind Pixie at all, but that third phase is obnoxious. Because Pixie's AI doesn't want to fucking look at me ever. Very scripted. Who, Mihai's? Let the flames begin. I said what I said, and I meant it. Mostly because of that third phase. Pixie is good outside of his last phase. His last phase, if it works like smoothly as it was meant to, it's great. But I rarely see that happen. Like having done it however many times for these runs now, man, it really doesn't play out smoothly very often. He kind of just flies away from me the whole time, every time, and never turns back. Tank controls are such a learning curve. You gotta stick with it. The game is so good. The music. If nothing else, the music. Resident Evil 2, the original, is an S-tier vibes game, if you ask me. Just like the general atmosphere and feel of it is S-tier. The controls just feel weird. Yeah, getting used to tank controls at first is something. I'm just so used to it because I played the games when I was so little, I think. Tank controls are like riding a bike for me. I have like no weirdness with them. Where's the hole? There's the hole.
The control facility barriers are halfway closed. Move it, Galm Team.
I saw. I found the hole.
This is the final destination. Radar lock.
Check this out. Boosh. Oh god. Boosh. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, that one treated me well too. It's easy. No, I'm not saying that the fight is hard. I'm saying that it's fucking annoying and not really fun in the third phase specifically. I'm not talking difficulty-wise. I'm talking just like how enjoyable is it. That third phase of Pixie is just obnoxious because of the way his AI behaves, primarily. The idea is so cool, and when it works, it's great. Just, goddamn, why is he like that? Real pros get 3 of them. There's no point. There's no point. Why get 3 when you're gonna have to do another lap anyway? Bum, bum, bum. Just one more. How many points is it for this rank again? I don't remember. The AA guns really aren't gonna be what puts me over. At least probably not. Let's see. Dun, dun. Oh, we'll be so fine, I think. Probably. Probably.
Stay on target.
Thank you, Charlie. Ryden, thank you for the 2. Appreciate it. 21,000 should be plenty. I think.
We're confirming the situation. Cipher, PJ, stand by.
Charlie sounded pissed with those pauses. Go slow enough to take the main control out. Only 2. You can do it in just 2? That's all, just 2? PJ, no! Just realized that 07 is meant to be a salute. Oh my god. Every once in a while, something pops up in chat. But I guess some people probably just don't. Or aren't like as in the like live streaming culture, I guess is the best way to put it. I just chose mission 17 again. I meant to do that. An AC connoisseur. No. I am an AC connoisseur. Armored Core, Ace Combat, Assassin's Creed, as long as it's like pre 2015? 2015. I played Animal Crossing like once. It was okay. Astral Chain, never played Astral Chain. Fake AC fan. Never played Assetto Corsa, but a couple of my buddies are really into it. So I think it counts.
Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in ASAP.
You bitch. Stop spiraling. Eat the missile. Eat the missile. I won't stop shooting until you eat it. Oh, you bitch. Hey, what?
Galm 1 is going down.
Whoa. I didn't think he would be able to hit me at that angle. That's a new one. I got destroyed by the laser. First phase. I never get hit by the laser. I just wasn't even thinking about it. Here comes the snow.
Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a
Oh,
plane
I had no lock on there.
ASAP. Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I bet you do too, buddy.
Oh god. Come on, Qualms, don't fail me now. You bitches. The Qualms.
Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch. Can you see any orders from here?
Okay. Fly into the artifact. I don't actually know if that weapon is artifacting or if the particle is just low resolution. I genuinely don't know. The flamenco in this track. This is a top 3 Ace Combat song for me.
Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. We'll start over from zero with this V2. Trust the future to the next generation. This is AWACS. Listen up, Galm 1. We've completed analysis of the enemy craft.
It's just that weird, so it's not artifacting.
Protected by an ECM defense system.
What are the other two?
Weak point is in the front and
I would say...
You'll have to attack it head on. Go, take down Morgan. You're the
shit.
only one who can stop him.
I would say...
I pray for your success.
Sunset Glow and Archange. Archange? Is that how you say it? Daredevil's up there, but it's probably like 4 or 5. It's close. It's close. It is definitely up there for me. Just not. Oh, that's right. Yeah, wait, we're doing the jousting thing. My brain just did not work there. Oh, is he turning? Oh, he's turning. Okay. He might be nice this time. That's a good start. He's turning. He's turning! Oh, he's going up. God damn it. What's he doing? He's flying. Now he's turned. Yeah, we got a good RNG pull. He's being nice. He's behaving. He's doing what he's supposed to do. He turned! He's doing it! Also, super underrated pick for like top Ace Combat songs. Suleimani is up there, like really up there somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but really up there. Archange because Mihai never took an L. True. So true. He did behave on that run. I think you were just unlucky with him. That was a super lucky run for me, just in terms of like him actually turning and looking at me. I have to admit, say it. Say that that song is up there. You know. It is, like, genuinely, that is a peak Ace Combat song. Just from a game that no one really plays, and from a boss fight that most people hate. But that song is so good. Last Refuge from AC1. Honestly, I don't know if I've ever sat down and played, or sorry, like listened through Air Combat's soundtrack just on its own. I don't think I've done that. Normally, like every game gives me at least one song that, like when I was doing the reviews, I would always hear that song and be like, okay, I need to go find that song and save it. Because all the soundtracks are on Spotify for the most part. So all of them had like at least one track that I heard it in the game and was like, okay, I have to go find that. But Air Combat, AC2 was the first time that happened. So with Air Combat, I never did that. Hold on. Medals, we have to go and look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Perfect. Just the way it is. The only thing that's missing is it needs to be gold instead of silver, I think. I don't have a 360. Do you have an Xbox One? Or a Series? Or just any Xbox? Because backwards compatibility works for it. But you need to get physical. They don't sell it digitally. That's the only complication with that. Is you do need to you need to go get a physical copy. Unfortunately, it's not just on the marketplace. Yeah, you see this, chat? This is ace difficulty. This is my ace like spread. I think we should do this first. It's like $6 here. What? That's crazy. It was not that cheap for me. It was like, I think it was like $30 ish for me. It's ace. The third medal, the only medal we're missing is for S ranking everything on expert, which yeah, we don't have anywhere near as much of that done. But AC6 works on Xenia now. It can work on Xenia now. It's not consistent. And it's not like, well, it is hardware based, but it's not directly relative to like how strong your system is. Here, actually, my AC6 is on my desk still because my Xbox is still hooked up to my capture card. I bought it, popped it into my computer and dumped it, and tried to run it on Xenia for recording it. And even with the specific branch that that is modified for Ace Combat 6, it didn't work properly for me. I had so many bugs. Like, even outside of the cutscenes, I was like, I can just watch the cutscenes on YouTube if it means I can still get better footage, right? But even beyond that, like, the gameplay bugs were still there. Even messing with the config on the specific branch, it's just sometimes, depending on what hardware you have, Xenia is just not gonna cooperate, because Xenia is still very much in its infancy right now. Like, it's still a really rough emulator.
Air base is our country's last line of defense. If our base falls, no one will be left to stop Belkan.
You have Infinity news?
Your mission is to destroy the squad of bombers and defend our base. Belka's invasion.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Only the modded version? Yeah, but even then, like I said, I downloaded the modded Xenia and it still didn't work properly for me. So it's just kinda, it's iffy. Not much further, but I have hope. So we've gotten past the title screen. That is a start. That is a solid start.
It's starting to come down. This is Base Command. Guess all you boys managed to get up. Galm 1, Galm 2, maintain present course. This is Galm 2, roger that. Bearing 315, Belkan bombers approaching. Nobody wants to bail out into a mountain of ice. We're counting on you, flight leader. All units prepare to intercept. You better have our pay ready and waiting. That's only if we both make it through this alive. Be ready to pay up. We'll be back before you know it.
This is Assault Horizon. And Assault Horizon, even the PS3 version of Assault Horizon is the worst version. So like even then it's, yeah. Not only is it Assault Horizon, it's just the worst version of Assault Horizon. Yeah, I saw AC4 multiplayer works on RPCS3 now, just like natively. The network support on RPCS3 is really good now. It's really getting there, which is awesome, because the only other emulator that has like really good network support like that is at least that I use. I don't know, maybe there are others that are just a little more niche, I mean, I guess aside from like Fightcade and stuff, I forget that Fightcade exists, and I forget that we're on Ace now. Okay, wake up call right there. Sorry, the only other one that I can really think of that's not like Fightcade, is like PPSSPP has great network stuff.
Galm Team, shoot down all enemy bombers. Don't let them get to our base. Galm 2, follow all orders from Galm 1.
Ace or Armored Core 4. Armored Core, not Ace Combat. Sorry. The plague of playing 2 AC series consistently on stream alongside each other. AC6 fires of... That one is particularly bad. I don't even know how. Like, what a weird coincidence, right? Spider-Man pointing meme. You just wait until we do something else AC. I don't even want to say Assassin's Creed and speak that into existence. I don't want to. Bro, could you imagine 100% every Assassin's Creed stream, man? Fuck me. 100% armored cores, we do that. We're in the middle of 4 answer right now on that. And both are published by Bamco. True, actually. I forget that they're both under the same publisher. That's even weirder. Neutralized. I don't want it neutralized. I want it dead. Uh-oh. Bamco loves their AC6 fires of games. It's really weird. Was Ace Combat 6? That was after the Bandai merger, right? Ace Combat 6? I'm trying to think. When did they merge with Bandai? It was somewhere in the 2000s, wasn't it? Quam should be able to... Yeah, thought so. Happened around 0. Shit, so it really was Bamco. What the fuck? 2005. It's so weird that they did that. A quality pilot? You know they're not talking about Pixie. That hit? Holy. The power of qualms. On 5/5/2005. That was intentional. That was intentional. It's been a while since there's been a big Bloodborne Shad PS4 improvement to annoy Chole with. Can't be real, man. I refuse to believe that Shad PS4 is real. -10 for a boxed version. It's honestly, for 10, it's really not bad. Have you played Darkwood? I've not played Darkwood. I think it's on my wish list. I think I wish listed it years ago.
It all started on that snowy day.
Skies of Coral. I don't know.
Was he had potential.
I genuinely, if they wanted to continue off of like the true ending of AC6, I don't know how they would.
Thanks to you, Belka's attack on Valais Air Base has failed. Your efforts will not go unrewarded. Your actions may
Just
well
something
decide
with
who wins the
skies.
Belkan War. I,
If
for
they
one,
do,
count it.
then we know they're doing it intentionally. These Ace S ranks are gonna go real fast. Assault Horizon Legacy Plus is super pricey. Is it? Assault Horizon Legacy wasn't that bad for me to get. I can't remember how much it was.
We must regain control over Route
What do you mean by super
1
pricey? Define super pricey.
for our ground troops.
I think I spent
There are bridges along this route. 3 over the RA River.
something around
all
30, I
guarded
want
by
to say.
the Belkan Armored Corps.
Why do I not remember?
Securing this route is critical.
I know that, well, I guess I don't really remember how much I spent on 6 either. 6 was like around 30.
Along this route and secure the supply line between our forces and
Assault Horizon Legacy, I think, was around 30. I know Assault Horizon was like $55. It was almost full price to buy that Steam key. I know that. Because I joked a lot that week. I was like, man, aren't you patrons and members glad that you help fund this? My near full price copy of Assault Horizon. The Plus release is like 70 bucks. Is the Plus version just more rare? Were there just less of those sold? Because that would make sense. If the Plus version is more rare. Original goes for around 40. It might have been like that then. Yeah, that makes sense. Normally re-releases, in most cases, are the more rare version. Unless you get like a weird thing where the re-release ended up selling way more, but that's not common. Isn't Assault Horizon really cheap on PS3 360? Yeah, I bought the PC version, which is delisted. They don't sell it anymore. So I had to go and buy a key from someone who just had one sitting around to actually be able to register it to my Steam account. And it cost like 55 bucks. And because there's a finite supply of keys, like you can't keep passing them off over and over after you play them, right? Because you use it and like you burn that key. Now the game is linked to your account and that key no longer exists. Digital keys for Assault Horizon just only get more expensive with time. So like if I had gotten in later, like if we were only getting to it around this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like $60 or more now to buy a Steam key for it. It was close to 60 when I bought it.
Those houses are probably full of Belkan supplies. Better not take any chances. The enemy is moving without mercy.
I can buy the platinum version of AC3 for like 8. The Japan version? There's no way that that's 8. If it is the Japan version. PC market, yeah. Just because like PC market is almost exclusively digital. So when something gets delisted and it all goes to just like whatever keys are out there, it genuinely, like, it's a finite supply. There's not an unlimited amount of keys to go around. So just the more keys that are bought, the more expensive the keys will get going forward because they're suddenly more valuable. With every purchase, it almost sounds weird, but just because of the nature of it, with every purchase of a Steam key for something like that, the more rare the game becomes going forward. Like, more people have it, but less people can buy it past that point, is what I'm trying to say. The fan translation of the Japanese version is so good. Yeah, the new one especially. I know there was one before that was really good, but the new one from the Load World team is amazing. Like, the amount of effort that went into that is crazy. They really did a remarkable job with that. can't remember, wasn't it called like Project Nemo, the one before Load World came around? I think it was called Project Nemo. I've only ever heard of that one. And I guess I've seen some clips of it. But I never played the whole thing. This is why I hate licensing stuff for vehicle-based games. Yeah, it sucks that that's just like the way it is, right? Like there's really no way around it either. It's kind of shit.
Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. Missile break.
Got delisted in 2020 and I got a key like a year later for 5. I wouldn't be shocked if there were just a shit ton of MK9 keys already floating around. Because like, especially for something like Ace Combat on PC, I mean, if it were AC7, there would definitely be more keys, but like Assault Horizon. How many people were looking for, you know, Steam keys of Ace Combat Assault Horizon? I don't think the market was very big to begin with, like pre-delisting.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar.
Because with stuff like that, most of those keys are stolen, or they're like mined on things like G2A or like CD keys or those sort of sites. Most of those keys are stolen. They're not like from the publisher. So I doubt many people were really putting much effort into like mining keys for Assault Horizon. And especially buying them to resell. There's no way that people were doing much of that. How'd you not clip that tree? I don't think you can crash into trees in this, can you?
Transport route. Well done, Galm Team. Looks like luck was on your side again today.
Yeah,
so
you go through the trees. Skipping Assault Horizon, it's really not that bad. Like genuinely, it's not bad. It says a lot, in my opinion. I think Assault Horizon just has a weird reputation.
Passage 171 has been secured. Thanks to you, Boostio will now
Because
be able to launch a
it's
counterattack.
the biggest complaint every time this game comes up is the forced DFM, which unless I just don't know of some of the instances where it is actually forced, I believe there are like 7 instances of forced DFM in the entire game. So it's really not that bad. Like, it's not that big of an issue. I think it gets overplayed a lot. The game is kind of just fun, to be honest. It's kind of too fun to hate. At least for me, it's way too like fun and stupid for me to be mad at it. Which is the same way I feel about like Resident Evil 6 nowadays. I used to hate Resident Evil 6. But nowadays, I'm like, man, this game is just so like silly and just like a fun shooty zombie game. I can't even be mad at it. Like I have too much fun while I'm playing it to really stay mad at it. It's one of those for me. I feel like RE6 especially is a game that I'm like, it's not a good game necessarily, but it's a fun game. It's a game that's fun to play. It's not really a great game overall, but it's fun. Like the shooting and like all the crazy dive moves and everything you can do. That game is fun. You pull up with Jake and just beat the shit out of everything.
Airspace B7R, aka the Round Table.
Gets delisted before I realized. I'm actually curious how much it's going for right now. Has the price jumped a lot? Because it could also be true that not many people are looking to buy Steam keys of Assault Horizon, so the price might be climbing like really slowly.
The only rule of engagement was
Oh.
to survive.
What? Still, what? You can get a Assault Horizon key for like 40 bucks right now.
Galm Team, roger. This kind of job is what we're all about.
Huh?
Enemies on radar.
Is on PC? Yeah, I have the PC port.
Something wrong with the IFF. Only 200 left are showing up on radar. Don't they know about the round table?
I just Yarhar it. I can't Yarhar it. I mean, I could. It's what I always say with that. Where it's like, the chances of me actually getting, like, called out on it, because I emulate most of my old game footage just for upscaling and everything. Like native resolutions, anti-aliasing, etc. Right, just generic upscaling. I emulate for recording and streaming and stuff all the time. And the odds of like a game publisher ever actually investigating me for it are so low. But if it ever does happen, like what's really bad is, say if I pirated every Ace Combat game to do that series, right? And then I get like a court hearing for it, which again, odds are so low, but this has happened on YouTube a couple times. Like, it is a thing that can happen. If I get called out on it and I don't have evidence that I didn't pirate it, like I can't disprove it because I did pirate, I'm fucked. Like, legally, monetarily speaking, I'm fucked. That's gonna cost me so much money. Such like stupid amounts of money, because it's not even just, oh, you pirated, it's you pirated to use for commercial gain in this case. So I would be like mega fucked. To the point where I can buy like every single one of these games for years on end, and it will still be cheaper than if I ever get like called to court once and get caught pirating. It's just not a chance that's worth taking. Seems like a Nintendo thing. One of them at least was Nintendo. I can think of a specific Nintendo one. I'm trying to think. There have been a handful of cases where this has happened. Like I said, it's rare. It doesn't happen often. But every once in a while, a game publisher will be like, hey, we just want to make sure that you're not pirating this game. Because clearly you're emulating it. You didn't pirate it, did you? And YouTuber can't, like, provide evidence because they pirated it. And they get bent over legally. Buy new stuff yet? No, the last couple planes are really expensive. We're close to the Morgan. But the last couple are very expensive. Especially the Falcon. But the Morgan's honestly not far behind. You bitch. The only time that things get like really expensive is I talked about the import cost from Japan. That shit's expensive. I've imported 2 games from Japan, and man, those like the shipping and import fees are painful from Japan to the US.
Radar shows additional craft approaching area B7R at high speed.
Is it just cleaning up Ace and then the 3 expert runs left? Yeah. So we have like half of the S ranks roughly to do on Ace, and then most of expert. Most of expert. Was sued by Nintendo and it ruined him financially. Yeah, who was that? Nintendo has done it a few times with like the emulation piracy stuff with YouTubers. Nintendo is one especially that, yeah, I would not fuck with Nintendo. I wouldn't even think about it. They are so fast to take your ass to court. It's ridiculous. Nintendo doesn't mess around with that stuff.
They're flying typhoons. Don't underestimate these guys. Cipher, they're known for their long-range attacks. Be careful.
Yeah, there's obviously Ace Combat 3 I imported. That was a while ago now. And then there's another game that I've imported that I haven't done a video or a stream with yet. But that shit, that was more recent. That was like $40 in just like fees and shipping to import that. I imported a game from Europe recently too, but that was way less expensive than Japan. Like significantly less expensive. I think my copy came from like France, I want to say. I don't remember what country it came from. I think it was France. I think the game shop was in France. But I imported one from Europe that was not as expensive. I want to say that was like 20 bucks in fees. Honestly, not that bad. And I think most of that was shipping, to be honest. I don't even think there were really any like extra fees outside of shipping that were crazy. Oh god.
Approaching gun range. Enemy aircraft down.
The Super Ostrich patches?
All Belkan
The what?
reinforcements confirmed down. Mission complete. Return to base.
Super Ostrich patches?
Incoming
Super
message from Allied
Ostrich.
Forces Operations Command.
ECX patch.
Has begun its
Oh,
advance.
the HD stuff? He did the HD texture pack? Yeah, he did.
Looks like we were just a couple
I saw this. I didn't use it for the video.
Yo, buddy. You still
I mean, I probably could use it for stream. It could be fun. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of like just upscaling what's there. Like, obviously, I'm not preserving how the games looked originally at all with the upscaling and stuff. But I kind of like just upscaling what's there. I feel like once you start adding actual new textures and stuff, that's where I'm like, that's too far for me. It's too far. That's where I normally stop at that. Favorite newer YouTuber I've discovered. I appreciate it. Thank you. I can't play X without that pack anymore. It looks so much better. Oh shit, that's the wrong mission. Hold on, I just had the like download page up. Yeah, what's the quality difference? It's literally 4 times the resolution and the textures. It goes from 256 to 1024 pixel textures. Here, I can pull up the side-by-sides. Here. What do you think, chat? I mean, we're still a ways from doing this anyway. What do you think? Like, we're talking this sort of difference in quality. What other series are you going to cover? That's a big secret. I may or may not have plans, but I'm a secret. It looks good. It does look better. Like, it's literally 4 times the resolution. Restores the OG font for PPSSPP. What do you mean the OG font? What do you mean by that? Do not localize the games, but localize the cover. Don't you guys just get kind of screwed on pricing in Brazil, like in general, when it comes to the games industry? Like, I feel like Steam is really rough for you guys. I know PlayStation is brutal for you guys. Isn't that just kind of like a game Nintendo might be worse than usual? I don't know. But I feel like you guys generally get screwed on gaming stuff for some reason. Video game pricing in Brazil is fucked from what I'm hearing. Yeah. Or from what I hear. Is Steam awesome? Hold on, let me... Am I just wrong? Was it bad at one point and has gotten better? Or am I just crazy? I'm trying to think. What's it? Space Marine 2 just came out. Like, what game could I go look at the pricing on? Like, if I wanted to look. Oh, Namco puts their... Yeah, because it is kind of... I think the publisher typically does the pricing unless Steam does it for them. Oh no, you guys do actually get pretty good conversions. At least I'm looking at Space Marine 2, which you guys are definitely winning on, for the record. It's about 40% cheaper for you guys than it is for us. You know who's really getting screwed on Space Marine 2 on Steam, at least, is the UK. It's about 20% more expensive in the UK. What's another game that... Oh, Marvel Collection? Marvel versus Capcom. I'm just trying to think of stuff that, like, has literally just come out. For the hell of it. I can pull this over. This is a fun Chole experiment. If I could type, the Control F would work. Oh yeah, that's way cheaper for you guys too. Look at that. Where's the UK? Are they still getting fucked up? Where is the UK? Pound? Oh, there they are. Not so bad on this one. 6% more. Unless it's like $50. It's 60 pounds, Yuriko. It's $60 here. Pound and dollar is not equivalent. Like at all. See the prices of Elden Ring? Oh, Elden Ring's chilling right now. Oh, Elden Ring is on sale right now. I don't know if that has something to do with it. What about, like, is Ace Combat 7 on sale? Hopefully not. That's also Bamco and fits the stream. No, that's pretty chill right now too. On Steam. Normal price for here. Yeah, you guys, dude, especially with like the PS5 Pro announcement. I don't know if you were here when I ran those numbers on stream. But what's it? Yeah, the PS4 Pro, because it is priced equally in the UK and the US, just in terms of the number. It's $700 US, 700 pounds if you're in the UK. And I was like, that's not equivalent. So I pulled up the calculator and like the infographic, and I wrote over top of it and converted all the other prices outside of the US. The UK is where it's the most expensive. I think it was like $915 converted for the UK pricing. It's almost $1,000 US in the UK. Is a lot. Oh, that's true. I forget just economy difference. I'm just looking at like the raw conversion. Yeah, it's a little more than $200 extra for you guys, which is crazy. I brought qualms for this. This is fine. Seen the PvP video? If it's recent at all, then no. I haven't seen anything AC6 recently. Aside from reading the patch notes. I did read the patch notes. But that's about it. Doesn't use the OG PSP font. Wait, what? Hold on. This is the first that I'm learning about this. Hold on, I have to come back to that in a second. Why? I guess probably PSP emulation isn't something I really did until like about a year ago, and even then I've only used it like 5 times, legitimately 5 times for videos. I haven't even, or no, I guess we did stream Formula Front already for Armored Core, so I've used it like 6 times. My monthly salary is 1,000. Okay, that, like, put into perspective, just the raw conversion made it look like it's not bad. But put into perspective like that, yeah, that's fucked. That is not a good conversion. So then, like, none of what I looked at is that good. Like, Space Marine 2 and Marvel would have been expensive as shit, too. They were both around, like, 200-ish.
I wasn't informed there'd be such a large disposition of troops. Radar lock.
8 months ago? Maybe. What's the video? Try it out on PS2? No, I don't have a Japanese copy. I considered maybe ordering one just for the hell of it, but I don't really know if I can justify it. Because I'm like, man, I'm starting to import Japanese only games, right? Because like Ace Combat 3, I imported knowing there was like a full English patch. But the one that I haven't done a video of or streamed yet does not have an English patch and only ever came out in Japan. So like the game is in Japanese only. There's no English in it. So it's sort of like, okay, well, if we're already entering that territory, maybe I do order a Japanese Formula Front copy for the hell of it, right? But I don't really know if I can justify that. Pre-ordering a Ubisoft game in Brazil would be like a month's wages. That's so fucked, especially because Ubisoft. Sorry, had to say it. I had to say it. Does it still say bingo? I don't know if the Japanese version did. Oh, I'm on Ace. I can't do that. What am I doing? We've played on normal and hard mode for so long doing these S ranks that I have to like rewire my brain to actually avoid missiles again. I've gotten so used to being able to tank 1 missile every mission and have it be perfectly fine. Machine gun, laser blade, and pulse shield launcher. Oh, I think so, yeah. I think I did see that. Oh my god. 300 is crazy. Just for completing the PS2 series. Yeah, it's apparently the best version of Formula Front 2, which makes me want to play it. The only thing that kept me away from it was obviously being Japanese only, right? 300 for a shit game is crazy. Yeah, that's fucked up. Speaking of Ubisoft, apparently reports of XDefiant's death were greatly exaggerated. I don't know if any of you guys have been hearing about it. I think I mentioned it once, like briefly recently, that their COD clone they came out with, like their free-to-play COD clone that was actually pretty solid, XDefiant. Like I played a bit of it and I thought it was pretty fun. Like not a game that I play every day by any means, not even close. I haven't played it in months, but it was a really solid game. Reports were saying that they were like very close to shutting it down. But then, like, literally a couple days ago, they now just announced like a whole 4 seasons worth of like content roadmap for the game. So basically they've mapped out like at least another year of the game's life. So it's apparently not that close to dying. Like everyone has been saying that that Ubi is like on the verge of shutting it down because they think its numbers are too low. But then like a week later, everyone just immediately, or sorry, Ubisoft immediately puts out like a thing putting out content for like a whole other year. So I don't want to buy any game that has a roadmap. Free to play. No purchase necessary. And it was a fun game. Like if you like golden era Call of Duty, because it's not like modern Call of Duty at all. It's like Call of Duty circa 2011. Like kind of MW3-ish. Where it's like very, very simple compared to modern COD. And like progression is good. Matchmaking is good. There's no skill-based matchmaking. It's just complete like casual, whoever you get, you get. There's no like engagement optimizing algorithm behind the matchmaking. It's just old school matchmaking. You just, if you've got good ping with that guy, you're gonna play against that guy. It doesn't matter how good you are, how good he is. That's it. So like I honestly had a good amount of fun with XDefiant when I played it. I think that one of the seasons on the roadmap is actually supposed to come out in like a couple weeks or something like that. And I'll probably go back and check it out again when that comes out. Because I missed the season 1 launch. I only played it like back when it dropped. What is OPL? Oh, a soft mod. No, I sourced the actual copies because YouTube. Piracy is a big no for doing YouTube. Like, huge no. Massive, massive legal troubles. From a hard drive? Where does the game come from? Say you have the game? No, because if you get subpoenaed, you'll actually have to present evidence. You can't just say you have it. It's a big no. Plus, I have a background in game dev, so I was never a big piracy guy anyway. Because it really, like, on a small scale, it does nothing, but it's one of those things where, like, as it adds up, it really hurts the industry. So I've never been a big piracy guy even to begin with. So my disk drive is fucked? Oh, you can dump the DVD. Okay.
Bandits in gun range. Special weapons are almost gone.
Albeit with disclaimers. I don't know. I don't watch either of them. I couldn't tell you. But it's a huge no. Like, there have been some cases where YouTubers have gotten, like, investigated for it, and it'll absolutely destroy you financially.
Incoming message from Operations Command. Airlift operation was a success. All enemy forces near Solus Ortis have been eliminated.
It would be hard on mental state to pirate games knowing how much work goes into them. Yeah.
Mission complete. Return
Like,
to
once you work in the industry, it genuinely, it becomes pretty hard to do it.
Galm 1 begin landing jets. You are cleared to land.
It's like, what choice do you have? I mean, that's just, it depends how abandonware the abandonware is, but like abandonware is its own thing entirely. Like that's just an entirely different discussion.
You're coming in too fast. Slow down.
Come on. That one was a little sketchy. I was a little nervous on that.
You're pretty good, Galm One.
They get what they get. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where once you've been in AAA, because like the view that you're expressing, and no offense to you, but the view that you're expressing is so disconnected from the fact that even though AAA is a whole different beast, it's still all run by human beings except for publishers. We know that they're not people. That's a joke, by the way. It's just a very disconnected view. Like once you're actually in it, it changes your perspective entirely.
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete. I will now brief you on the Ustio 6th Air Division's role in regaining control of the capital. Directus is divided into 5
Except resellers? Yeah.
centering on the River Criscari. Powerful weapons have been placed in each ward, comprising the Belkan Army's Ustio branch headquarters. This battle will determine our fate, as the annihilation of all enemy forces will mean liberation for the nation of Ustio.
Most people don't like to pirate games from what I've seen. Gives me some faith in humanity. To be fair, I think that for a lot of people, it's because they're scared to more than anything. But like definitely, I know most of my friends don't. I know one of my buddies does pirate stuff a lot. Like brand new stuff a lot. But like most of my friends just don't even bother. They're just like, yeah, I could pay for it. I don't really care that much. I don't pirate modern games. The developers deserve to get money. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, as much as you might hate publishers, if the publishers don't make money, the developers don't make money. And like, I get that you don't, or that you might not like publishers, but hurting the publisher also hurts the hundreds of people who spent like 4 or 5 years of their life working 40 hours a week on that game, if not more, because crunch is so bad in the industry. Like, so bad. It's more common to work in a studio that has crunch consistently than not. Like, even 40 hours a week is not... Like, it's on paper the baseline for any AAA game dev position, but normally you kind of know that you're not going to actually be working 40 hours a week. You're probably going to work more. It's just the way the industry is. Oh my god, I'm 3,000 short. I thought I had enough. God damn it. One more. One more. How many ace S ranks do I have? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just going to do it with my finger. It's faster. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18 is not bad. On that whole sheet, we only have 18 left on ace. Unless I want to see if it's worth the price.
I will now brief you on the
Demos do need to make a comeback, dude. I've said this, not on stream a lot, but I talk about this with friends a lot.
divided into 5 administrative
Man, like, demos need to be more common again.
powerful weapons
At least, this could just be because I was a kid and I was fucking broke, right? But having an Xbox 360 that had Xbox Live, like I could download stuff off the internet. Dude, every game on the 360 had a demo. And when I was a kid, like, demos were my lifeblood. Like, just those little 20-minute slices of a game to try it out. Like, I get that the intention was just try the game out and see if you want to buy it or not. But man, I remember specifically getting, I don't even remember where I got it. It came like along with something else that I bought at like a GameStop or something. But I remember getting the demo disc for Modern Warfare 2. And the demo disc was just the one mission cliffhanger. And I played that fucking mission so many times before I actually bought MW2 as a kid. Like, I saved up to buy it, and while I was waiting, I literally just like replayed cliffhanger on Veteran over and over again. And I was playing on Veteran because at least then it made it harder for me to complete it, so I would spend more time, like I would get more value out of it in that sense. That was, the MW2 disc is probably the one I remember the most fondly because of that. That campaign mission is still awesome. Like, if anyone here knows the cliffhanger mission from MW2, like by name, you know. That was, like, that is probably one of the best COD campaign missions ever. That shit was so cool. So cool. And yeah, demos do pop up. Like, you've got Steam Next Fest a lot. You've got, like, Tekken 8 had a demo, still has a demo on Steam and stuff, where you can play with like a few characters and stages and just see if you like the game. Like, they pop up, they're just not common like they used to be. And I really feel like they should be, because really all you have to do, right, is like what like with that MW2 disc that I just talked about, all you need is just like one level of your game, just one really good level that will sell people, right? You take one mission, boom, let them play it, see if they want to buy the whole thing. It should be more common than it is nowadays. I miss the demo days. I know one of my buddies recently bought Metal Hellsinger. Like, I recommended it to him, and he saw that there was a demo on the Steam page. So he tried it before he bought it, and he bought it like immediately after finishing the demo. Because he was like, yeah, let me see about this. And he just immediately was like, oh my god, this is incredible. Metal Hellsinger is awesome, by the way. Like, that's one of my favorite indies from recent years. I feel like no one fucking played that, but it was so good. Oh, come on. Who is piloting this MiG? What is happening? Those are gonna miss. Holy shit. Who is this? Is he invincible? What's happening? Hello? Nope, not invincible. What the fuck? Okay, now I can't aim my gun suddenly. I'll stick with the gun. I shot so many missiles at this guy. One more. Okay. Oh my god. That was something else. It's piloting like a main character. Bro, I don't know what happened there. That dude was going crazy. He's just him. Oh god. I'm gonna hit the ground. No, I'm not. Never. When have you ever seen me hit the ground, chat? Never once. It's never happened. It's good, but not amazing. The Metal Hellsinger soundtrack. Did we listen to the same thing? Do you not like metal? What's happening? There's a disconnect here somewhere. There's a disconnect. Something's up. What is it? It's great. It was the fucking metal album of the year. Like, legitimately. And it's funny that, like, so many metalheads just agreed on that. It genuinely, like, it was the metal album of the year for most metal fans. Granted, like, the talent on the album was stacked, right? It really, it was just the lineup that they got, considering like the size of the studio and the budget of the game, because like most of those vocalists who did record stuff for it, they mostly just did it for the sake of doing it. The pay wasn't great. I can't remember who it was that talked about that in an interview. Someone got asked about the game during an interview. And he was like, yeah, genuinely, like all of us who recorded stuff for the game, like we just did it because we wanted to do it. We didn't even really do it because they were paying that great.
This is Eagle Eye. It looks like all sectors have been liberated.
Ibis. Four hours, all Ace Combat review. Man, I haven't even exported the Metal Gear one because I haven't needed it yet. I have no idea how long the Metal Gear one will be when I export it, but that shit's gonna be long. I mean, it's gotta be... I'm trying to think. The Metal Gear one... MGS 2 and 3 were both like an hour long. 4 and Peace Walker were both over an hour. MGS 5 was 2 hours and 15 minutes-ish. I think that video is going to be like 10, 12 hours long. Do the Metal Gear one in 2 parts? No. No. The whole point is one video. It defeats the purpose if we split it into 2. But you can milk it. I already milked it. That's what the like main run of the series does. That is the milking it. The main series is the milking it. The compilation is the art. I'm kidding. The compilation's a little bit of both. It's weird though, because they're inconsistent. The like full series compilations, performance-wise, I mean, they're inconsistent so far for me. Where like, the Ace Combat one did real good. The Armored Core one did okay. Did fine. But I'm glad you enjoyed it, regardless. Hold on. I now need to go and look, because I actually haven't checked on either of them in a while. Yeah, the Ace Combat one has now done, like, considerably better than the Armored Core one. And yes, Morgan time with that mission done. And they're about the same length. I think it's just, like, an audience thing. I think Armored Core got a lot of attention, and the compilation video came really late, like after I did the main series. The Ace Combat video, the compilation, also came pretty late after I finished them, to be fair.
1995. Was
but I think it's just a difference in audience. I think the Ace Combat audience just doesn't get a whole lot of like long-form content like that. Actually, I wonder, is that a click-through rate thing? I can see. I can go and look at the numbers on that. 2.7. I figured these would be low because 4-hour videos. They're both 2.7. No. The Armored Core one got less impressions, which could also be because it gets catered to more heavily.
Has been liberated. I just received a
It's more saturated.
for the Galm Team. It's a hard to find
MGS reviewed Ground Zero, and it's just the Metal Gear games. Then every MGS reviewed the Phantom Pain, which is all the rest of them. I don't know. My favorite part was when Chole went, "It's Morgan time," and Morganed all over the place. Oh, thank God. We have S ranks on all of this for the first run of Ace. We get to skip the bad stretch. Not the boring stretch. The stretch of the game that I just don't have fun replaying. Those 3 missions, man. That's the most boring part of every rerun for these ranks. What if people start asking for part 3? Chat, what's the new one called? The action espionage from Kojima, what's it called? Part 3 could be called... Someone please remind me. I forget every time, but someone in chat normally knows. I don't think there was a name. It has like a code name. The new like Kojima action espionage game has a code name. Oh my God. The special weapons are 100k and 200k respectively. Fuck me sideways. What? Just for the special weapons, it's an additional like 300k added up. Fizzant. It's called Fizzant. Ah, I got it just before chat. On-screen chat exists now too, so people will believe me. I was sitting here thinking, I'm like, it starts with a P. P. Fizzant. Just got there. Special weapons cost as much as a Typhoon.
For an emergency sortie. A major air engagement is taking
That could be the name of part 3.
Between Belka and the Allied forces near the border, in the B-7R airspace, which Belka is committed to defend at all costs. B-7R, commonly known as the Round Table, has long been a symbol.
It's so weird to me that they announced that still. Like I'm still trying to wrap my head around why they announced that so early. Because I was talking about it just a few days ago. Skip the briefing? No, the people need to hear the briefing. It's important. I was talking about it the other day. It's weird to me that Kojima announced Fizzant so early, because the only reason he would have, in my opinion, is just to build hype around it, and really no other real reason. Because, like, looking at it logistically, right, on paper, think about this with me. Kojima is still working on Death Stranding 2. It's not done. He's still working on it. Laser time. And after Death Stranding 2, he's going to pivot to finish up OD. Because that's already in, like, pre-production. He's going to go and work on OD with, what's his name? Jordan Peele. And then, once that's done, he's going to be able to pivot to make Fizzant. And if Fizzant takes, like, the amount of time that Death Stranding 1 or 2 took, like, we're genuinely not going to see this game for minimum 6 years. Probably. Like, best case scenario, 6 years. Unless he's actually working on all of these projects at once, which I doubt. Because if that's the case, he's just going to be spread too thin. And he knows that. He's been around to know that. Like, legitimately, if he's actually giving each of these games a proper amount of time, we're not going to see Fizzant until, like, 2030. Legitimately. Oh my god, it only gets 7 lasers? That's kind of cool with it coming out of the top. Oh, and the laser is so short. Oh, more Phantom Pain. Yeah, it's Yeah. We're gonna be waiting for a bit. Fizzant is the code name for Hideo Kojima's new action espionage game that he announced. We don't know anything about it other than the code name and that it's action espionage and Kojima's directing it. That's legitimately like what we have at this point for info. It's still the laser though. Man, it's so short. It's nowhere near as OP. Yeah, we're gonna need the Falcon. Like long term, we're gonna want the Falcon. It'll be so nice to have the Falcon with the laser again. No more stealth then? It could have some, but I did, because everyone was like, oh, he's just making Metal Gear again. He's making his own new Metal Gear. But I'm trying to keep my own expectations as well as like the general community's expectations somewhat in check with that. Because like, he changed one word of the old tagline. Which to me is like, he's at least trying to be like, yes, this is going to be an action game. Like he took the word stealth out, replaced it with action. So I think it will probably feel a good bit like Metal Gear, but maybe it'll feel more like Peace Walker, where you sneak around sometimes, but let's be honest, you spend like at least half of the game just shooting shit. Maybe. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I'm just trying to keep my own expectations as well as like anyone else's who hears me talk about it in check. Cause yeah, like he changed the one word and it's a very specific change, right? It makes me think it's going to feel very different from Metal Gear, at least gameplay wise. But since it's Kojima writing like an espionage story again, tonally, it'll probably feel a lot like Metal Gear. For better or for worse, depending on what era of Metal Gear it's going to feel like, because that's a huge question mark. Right? Metal Gear, in terms of just like how it feels tonally, was all over the damn place during its whole like series run. So who even knows what that means when you say it feels like Metal Gear tonally? That could mean fucking anything. The more that I think about how much we know about this game, the more I realize how little we know about this game. Like, even what we have to go off of really isn't much, is it? The more that I really break it down. The Blade game? I think we'll see more hype for the Blade game once we start to, like, actually see it, you know? Because I am really excited to see what they do with it. But all we've gotten so far is just that, what's it? That teaser. Toned it back down in some ways. I think Peace Walker is wackier than 4 for sure. Peace Walker might be the wackiest. Peace Walker probably is the wackiest, actually. I'm really thinking about it right now. It might be. Oh, the main plot. Okay, if we're talking just the main plot.
Galm Team, multiple craft approaching. Something's wrong. Stay alert.
If we're talking just main plot, hear me out. Hear me out.
Shorts leader to all units. Escaping craft is headed this way. It's Hookavine. Don't let your guard down.
It might be. I'm really thinking, which is where the pauses are coming from. if we're talking just main plot, MGS 3 might be the wackiest of the series. Is that crazy to say? Is that crazy to say? I'm really thinking about it. 3 might have, 3, if we're just talking main plot, might win the wacky competition. Dude, it has to. I'm like, the more that I think about it, the more that I agree with myself. It has to. Oh, it's so much shorter. No, and I missed. Fuck.
Bandits in gun range. Feeling a bit scared, afraid. That's just death lurking around.
Oh, I only had one. It didn't hit anyway. It's fine.
Smell of money and death.
4 didn't have an amazing twist. No, because 4 wrapped everything up. Honestly, like, nano machines aside, 4 isn't really that wacky. It has its moments, but it... 4, honestly, thinking back on it, and maybe I just haven't played it in too long. It's been a few months, right? 4 is probably... If we're just looking at like the 5 numbered games, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, solid, that is. 4 is probably dead in the middle in terms of like how seriously it takes itself. MGS 3 is probably the wackiest and the goofiest. MGS 2 is pretty close behind it, to be honest. And then 4. I feel comfortable saying that. I feel comfortable in that take. 4 takes itself seriously a lot. Like, way more seriously than 2 or 3. Well, 3 had its serious moments too, but really only as it pertained to, like, Snake and the boss. And pretty much everything outside of that was, like, what the fuck is even happening right now? 1 is the most serious? Yeah, out of the MGS games, definitely. But then again, like, even 1 had... Actually... Yeah, probably 1. Yeah. 5 does not veer off into goofy territory much at all. 5 takes itself really seriously, for better or for worse. That's what I was ping-ponging in my brain there. I was like, is 5 actually the most serious one? But I feel like 1... I think 5 has, like, the most serious tone. Like, it feels the most serious, but when you break down the plot elements a little more, it's like vocal cord parasites. And yeah. Yeah. Same thing with 4. I feel like 4 would be among the most serious if it weren't for Nanomachine's son. You know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it takes itself really seriously, but then you get, like, the parasite stuff. All of the parasite stuff. Like, the vocal cord shit, Quiet, Code Talker being, like, over 100 years old. Just everything relating to the parasites is crazy. Like, batshit crazy. It is end of stream, unfortunately. That's a not great note to end on. But yeah, Ace S ranks will not take that long. We can probably bang this out in 1 stream if I don't get shot down a lot. How did I get an A on the Pixie fight? How does that even happen? How anyway. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's about that time. I got to get back to video stuff. New video tomorrow, by the way. I feel like I've kind of just been dropping them and not hyping them a lot. But new video tomorrow. It's because I'm keeping all my secrets close to my chest, aside from members and patrons, etc. Sorry, hiccup. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing, what are we doing? Armored Core stuff, Metal Gear stuff, Resident Evil stuff, other stuff that I have not totally locked in for like bonus streams and such, but other stuff soon. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed, leave a like. Algorithm. You know how it goes. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are down there. Other than that, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.